96.7 KCAL rocks. It's your Thursday, which means it's time to talk some sports with our guy. It's Pep. What's going on, Pep?
I'm not going to lie, man. Times are hard for the Dodgers. Times are hard for the Dodger fans. They're up against it. They are down 3-1 to the Atlanta Braves in the National League Championship Series. And guys, I hate to say it, but right now it looks like a Braves versus Astros World Series is taking shape. And the Dodgers game 5 is tonight. And it's all the cliches: do or die, backed into a corner, win or go home, all those sorts of things. But it's true. If the Dodgers lose today, the season's over. If they win, then the series continues. That's how it all boils down.
Right, they got beat pretty soundly last night, and then also Justin Turner goes down with a bad hamstring. That was kind of you could feel a little bit of the air going out of the stadium. Their backs are against the wall. Again, this is like the 6th deciding of their fate game. It's tough to come back from these. 6 of them already, and they're not even that deep yet.
Yeah, it seems like they've been on the precipice of elimination for many times already in the playoffs.
Are they just the heart attack kids, and that's the only way they can survive? Or are we going to find out eventually they're human?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe their luck is going to run out. They have to win out because they have to win Game 5, they have to win Game 6, and they have to win Game 7. That's 3 in a row against the Braves to advance. But here's the good news. History is on their side because they were in this same position last season in the National League Championship Series, down 3-1 to the Braves. They battled back, they won that series, and then they won the World Series. So it's not like they haven't done this before, but it's like you mentioned it, Patrick. Your boy JT, Justin Turner, hamstring injury. He's out for the playoffs. They don't even have Max Muncy. They don't have Clayton Kershaw. It's not exactly that same team.
It's not 40. It's kind of that thing, where you flip a switch. It's hard. Sometimes you flip the switch and it just doesn't turn on.
So is injuries going to be the excuse for Dodger fans?
Well, it's definitely a factor. We got like 4 or 5 major players out.
And where did the Braves come from? I feel like all the talk, all baseball season was all Dodgers, Padres, Yankees, not a lot of Braves talk ever.
Right. Definitely living in Southern California, that's going to be true. But also Atlanta kind of does fly under the radar. They're a very good team.
Yeah, and I think it's because the National League East the last couple of years has not been that strong. Atlanta, Philadelphia, the Mets, like the Nationals have had some, decent teams actually in the last, decade. But the last couple of years, they just have not been that strong. All the attention has been out west. And you're right, 40. It's been the Dodgers. It's been the Padres. And all of a sudden the Giants are relevant again. So, yeah, people didn't keep an eye on the Atlanta Braves. And speaking of, not being full strength, you can make a case Atlanta's best player, Ronald Acuna, he's out with an injury. So he's not even playing right now. So I know the Dodgers aren't at full strength, but neither are the Braves really.
You're right about that.
What can we do to get more Shohei Ohtani in the playoffs? Come on, that's what we need.
40, you got to get him off the Angels.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey, shout out to our guy, Jesse Chavez. He is the pride of Fontana, the pride of A.B. Miller High School. He was actually the opener for the Atlanta Braves yesterday. Not technically they called him a starter, they called him the opener to start the game. And he did a great job. 38-year-old Jesse Chavez from A.B. Miller, who has played all around Major League Baseball. When I say all around, I literally mean he's played for at least 10 Major League Baseball teams. He's been everywhere. And he did a great job for Atlanta to open up that game.
At least if we're going to lose, it's to an IE, dude.
Yeah, stacking up those jerseys and then starting in the playoffs, opening in the playoffs.
And like I said, on the other side, the Astros are up 3-1 on the Red Sox. So that's why I'm saying that Houston versus Atlanta series is looking like more and more of a reality if they just need one more win on each side. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys, let's go to the NFL. And the Rams are going to take on the winless 0-6 Detroit Lions. And it's going to be a matchup, obviously, of Jared Goff coming back and going up against the new Rams quarterback in Matt Stafford. And, the Lions coach, I heard he's already calling out Jared Goff to be better. But I'm thinking, man, if you're the Lions, everybody's got to be better. You're 0-6.
They're in a tough spot, 40. It's already making, McVay look like a genius with this quarterback switch. So Goff is already kind of under the gun here on an 0-6 team.
That's going to be the big hard part for Dan Campbell when he is on the field watching the guy he traded tear them apart for Goff. Like, that's going to be a rough one.
What 40's trying to say is there will be tears.
Probably. There's already been tears.
Should be tears. It should be a Rams win. It should be a lot of touchdowns for Stafford and Kupp and Woods and the whole gang. Like, it should be a big Rams win. And again, they got to keep pace with Arizona because they have run out to the best record in NFL. They're undefeated still. So each of these games, I guess, matter in the big scheme of things. So it's Lions and Rams. And 40, you got the Eagles taking on the Silver and Black, the resurgence of the Silver and Black, I guess.
Eagles coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
Big game. I was feeling a lot better about this game before the coaching change. Now I'm like, I think the Raiders are going to start to get a little uptick going here.
40 says it's all up from here. Remember, he said that, and they've won so far.
Well, we got I think the Chargers and the Raiders are at 4-2. The Chiefs and the Broncos are at 3-3. That's a great division. And right now, you could say at least right now the Chiefs are in last. The Chargers and Raiders are in first. Like, it's just like this bizarro world, but it's still playing out that way. So if you're a Raiders fan, just take it and run with it.
Yeah.
Am I missing the Chargers game, or are they bye week this week?
They are on a bye this week, correct?
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
no game for the Chargers this week, which, again, coming off that, they got beat down by the Baltimore Ravens. Maybe this is a good time to kind of regroup and kind of trend up again.
Yeah, you don't really like an early bye, but if it comes at a good time for your team, then it could be hugely beneficial.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm sure a lot of teams love to have a bye late in the season when you're probably a little bit more banged up. And if you're a playoff team, an extra week to heal up and get ready for a playoff run. But if you're the Chargers and you just got hammered, I think it was 34-6 against the Ravens, this might not be the worst time to not have a game this week.
Could be a good one.
Yeah. And finally, guys, to the NBA, it was opening night. Actually, on Tuesday night, there was a couple games, including the Lakers and, man, Golden State. Even without Klay Thompson, the Golden State Warriors beat the Lakers 121-114. Golden State actually gets the Clippers tonight, so they're going to try to take down two LA teams back-to-back. But, yeah, the Lakers, I don't know if, obviously it's one game. No one's hit the panic button quite yet. But Golden State, even on paper, with a far less talent, able to beat the Lakers.
Pep, remember when 40 was like, oh man, Russell Westbrook, he sucks. He played terrible.
You said it perfectly. You said it terrible. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what the thing. On paper, they look like a super team, right? The Nets look like a super team. But look at, like Milwaukee last season. They had a superstar, and they had some other good players around him. It's not necessarily all the talent. You have to make it work, and that's going to be the challenge for Frank Vogel, the head coach of the Lakers, is making it work with all that big talent, all the superstars, all the egos, all the guys who want the ball. Like, how do you make that work?
And the last time the Lakers tried to do this, load up on an old super team, it did not work. They lost to the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, yeah. LeBron's already looking at him like, you got to go.
Yeah, those memes and those GIFs have already creeped up on social media about LeBron like looking around the room like, oh my gosh, is this what we got? Because this is not what I thought we were going to have.
This room's going to look a lot different.
It could. I mean, they're old, but they have a lot of talent, and they're all superstars, and they probably all have huge egos. How do you make that work for the long run? I know it's only one game, so we're not going to push the panic button. The Lakers are probably still one of the favorites to win the NBA title, but here we are after one game.
No, it doesn't.
Friday night, tomorrow night, they play the Suns, so it's not going to get easier for a while.
Yep. Fasten your seatbelts. Here we go. Pep, tell me how to get your stuff.
Hey, you can check it out on Inland Sports. We got Inland Sports Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button for us. We'd appreciate it.
Thanks, Pep.